If you're moving to the Triangle region of North Carolina and dreaming of front porch living, tree-lined streets, and miles of greenway trails, but you also want great restaurants, modern amenities, and to be tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the city, then you might want to set your sights on Briar Chapel. This 1,500-plus acre master plan community has all the charm of a small town, but it's also super accessible to Chapel Hill, Pittsboro, and loads of amenities. So let's check it out. But before we do, if you're new here, my name is Matt Martin, and I'm a Raleigh-based realtor. I've helped tons of clients just like you relocate to the Triangle region of North Carolina, and if you're looking to do the same, I'd love to help you too. All right, so first things first, where is Briar Chapel? Well, it's located in Chatham County, almost equidistant between Chapel Hill to the north and Pittsboro to the south, each about 8 to 9 miles away. Getting to UNC's campus will only take you about 10 to 15 minutes, while the airport and RTP will take about 30 minutes, Durham about 35 minutes, and Raleigh will be a bit of a trek at about 45 minutes. It's nestled right along US Highway 15501, which connects Chapel Hill to Pittsboro and actually goes all the way north up to Durham, so you have easy access to everything. This part of Chatham County has been growing rapidly over the past decade as development has expanded south from Chapel Hill and north from Pittsboro, and Briar Chapel has played a huge role in that. While it was one of the first master plan communities in the area, it's definitely not going to be the last. Chatham County's other major master plan community, Chatham Park, is just 15 minutes down the road, and that community is going to completely transform the region with over 20,000 homes across 8,000 acres. You can check out my whole video about that right here. So let's talk a little about the history of Briar Chapel. Now, if you've watched my video on Chapel Hill or you've done your own research on the area, you'll know that the city is all about its trees. So you can imagine how the conversation went when Briar Chapel's developer, Newland Communities, first proposed the community back in 2001. It was flat out rejected by a 5-0 vote. Fast forward a few years, and Newland came back to the table with new plans that promised to preserve over 50% of the available land as open space for parks, trails, and nature preserves, along with restricting density. That explains why Briar Chapel really does feel like its own little city nestled amongst the forest. You'd truly never even know from the tree-lined main highway or even the curvy 2-mile main entrance that it exists. And knowing Chapel Hill's emphasis on nature, it won't come as a surprise that Briar Chapel was one of the first communities in the Triangle to really emphasize green building. And it's now one of the largest green certified communities in the entire state. As I mentioned, it was developed by Newland Communities, which is the same developer behind another great master plan community on the opposite side of the triangle, Wendell Falls. They are a well-known developer specializing in creating large planned communities all across the country, from California to Texas, Florida, DC, and tons of places in between. So they know what they're doing, and it's evident when you first enter Briar Chapel. Everything just seemed so perfectly planned out and convenient. So what can you find in Briar Chapel? Well, if you're the kind of person who likes to stay active, then you're gonna love this place. There's over 33 miles of trails winding throughout the community, connecting pocket parks, green spaces, and homes. These trails are perfect for walking, running, biking, or just taking the dog out for a stroll. There's 20 parks scattered throughout Briar Chapel, ranging from quiet little green spaces with benches and swings, to dog parks, to open-air lawns with pavilions and an amphitheater. Oh, and the community features local artists' works and sculptures sprinkled throughout. And at the center of it all is the Briar Club, which is the community's crown jewel. The main feature here is definitely the resort-style saltwater pool, complete with a splash pad and dual water slides, as well as an 8-lane lap pool. Seriously, you have no reason to not stay cool during the hot summer months. You have a full fitness center and community event spaces, plus outdoor courts for basketball, tennis, and of course, pickleball. And speaking of events, Briar Chapel has an active social calendar. From holiday parades and food truck rodeos to live music nights and fitness classes, there's always something happening. But what about the essentials? Beyond the great social activities, you also have the veranda at the entrance of the community, which features multiple dining options, including Cap's Pizzeria, Town Hall Beer and Burgers, Oh Yeah Mexican Cantina, and my favorite, Breakaway Cafe, with its coffee shop meets farm-to-table vibe. Then there's all the other conveniences, including a daycare, dentist, salon, optometrist, primary care facility, dermatologist, and more. And now, residents of Briar Chapel also have the District, which is a new area being built just south of the community that'll bring a community college, medical complex, grocery store, and more housing options. Oh, and we can't forget about the schools. Briar Chapel has multiple schools right on site or very close by. There's the Primrose School for kindergarten and earlier, plus after-school programs. There's Woods Charter School, which is a K-12 public charter school. And then you have multiple other K-12 options based on your child's needs. All right, so now that you're sold on the amenities, what kinds of homes can you actually find in Briar Chapel? Well, the community features a mix of townhomes, cottages, single-family homes, and even a 55-plus active adult section called Encore by David Weekley. You'll find everything from cozy two-bedroom townhomes to sprawling custom builds with wooded lots and 3-car garages. As of mid-2025, the median sales price in Briar Chapel is hovering around $610,000, but that varies a lot depending on which part of the neighborhood you're in and what you're buying. Over the past year, nearly 120 homes have sold in the community, and while almost all of those were single-family homes, there were 7 townhomes that sold, ranging from this one with 2 beds, 2.5 baths, and just over 1,400 square feet for $360,000, up to this one with 4 beds, 3.5 baths, and nearly 2,800 square feet for $530,000. Then on the single family side, there's a much larger spread. You have lots of options in the mid to high $400,000 range, like this one with 3 beds, 2.5 baths, and over 1,400 square feet. Cute fenced-in backyard. Then you have all the way up to this custom-built home with over 3,700 square feet and its own pool on more than 1/3 of an acre for nearly $1.4 million. But most often, you'll find homes in the $600,000 range, like this one that my clients actually recently bought with 3 beds, 3 baths, a screened-in porch, and a super peaceful fenced-in backyard. As I mentioned earlier, most homes were built to green-built North Carolina standards, which means things like better insulation, high-efficiency HVACs, lower utility bills, and tighter building envelopes, all of which adds up to savings for you once you're in. So that's a quick look at one of my favorite communities in the Triangle, Briar Chapel. With its emphasis on sustainability, top-tier amenities, beautiful homes, great schools, and an unbeatable location just outside Chapel Hill, it's no surprise this neighborhood continues to be one of the most popular choices for home buyers relocating to the area. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're excited to check out Briar Chapel, or you're ready to kick off your home hunt here in the Triangle region of North Carolina, I'd love to be your guide. You can reach me by phone, email, or text, and you can find all my contact information in the link below, or by scanning this QR code right here with your phone. And if you like this video, I've got plenty more just like it. Here's another one here that I think you may like, so give it a click to keep on watching.